Hello, this is Neil from iPaintGirls.com. Visit the website for more tutorials, and it is the best place to go to get all the parts to this tutorial and all the other tutorials because it's all organized well there, unlike on YouTube. Alright, so what? I was gonna do that later. Besides, you just interrupted me. Alright, okay. Alright, I'll do that right now. We'll add some purple to it. Okay, alright, so I'm getting on that. So I gotta look on the layers here to see. And so this one here, I can probably alter the colors in this layer here to add some variation, and then I can also add a layer on top of all the layers later for like soft light or whatever, and then I can add color variation everywhere that way. But let's go ahead and add some color variation really quick here to her ponytail. Okay, so I got my soft brush here. I'm going to pick this color, the same color that I originally had for her clothing. And I'm just going to paint a bit of that in there. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do. Before I do that, another trick too, this should work, is grab your base colors layer, drag it down here, make a copy of it, then let's bring it all the way to the top. Okay, it should have scrolled, but it didn't for some reason. So bring it all the way to the top, and then I could go to select color range, and I just want to make sure this works. I'm pretty sure it'll work because since we're on top of the lines layer, yeah, see that way, every time that you select every time you make a selection, you don't have to, hide all those layers because you have this extra one on top. So we just have that up there. You can then disappear. It's only up there for that purpose in order to quickly do the selections without having to erase all the other ones. Okay, now I'm going to go to, or not erase, but hide them. I'm going to add a little bit of this purplish color to her hair. And I'm thinking probably need to go a little bit darker and desaturated. There we go. But adding little color variation like that to the hair is good. And then I can let's see here, a bit of this kind of pinkish color as if it's coming off from, that's a little too much though. Almost as if it's coming off her shirt or something. It's kind of cool. And let's see, I think I might add a little bit. I'm going to get my eraser brush. I'm going to erase a little bit of that before I bring back that orange for some of that. Okay, and then I think I'm going to grab a kind of orangish brown, kind of like so, and just a little bit there just to add, no, not to that side, a little bit right there and right there, just for it's not too much purple. So doing that, adding some color variation is nice. Alright, right, I'm getting on that right now. So I'm going to bring back up, to just turn this layer on the very top again, and then I'll go to select color range, and I think I will do this stuff now. Okay. And I can disappear it again. hit Control H to disappear the ants, and let's zoom in and start fixing up the colors to all this. We got to make sure the shadows and everything match everything else. So I'll start first with my shading layer. I'm going to kind of use this purple color for my desaturate it. I kind of want it even more purplish. There we go. Pick my soft brush, turn it down in size a bit. Kind of want all that needs to be dark. All this side here is going to be dark. Maybe even a little bit darker color than that. There we go. I need to have shadow right there. That one's going to be dark. Shadow right there. And actually I'm going to erase that part because that's going to be kind of highlighted. All this in here is going to be dark. Just want to make all that nice and dark. Get my eraser tool again. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. Make sure I do this. And when you're doing things like this, like gun, any type of gadget or box or anything like that that has a lot of curves and corners, edges and stuff. There's some techniques that are good, so that when you come around certain edges and stuff, you right next to the shadow, so that you have a little bit of contrast, you add a white, not a white line, but you add a highlight line. And I'll do that when I get to the highlights. So I just want that color, and I want that color to fill in here as well. I'm going to add a little bit of that color right here. Right, there we go. I'm going to bring my soft brush up again and kind of brush in that side. Cool. Okay, now I'm going to go to the shadows layer. I'm going to get even a darker, more desaturated color, almost black. Pick my pen brush again, and now I'm adding, this is like shadows. So this is like going to be crisp. Oops. There we go. This is pretty much everywhere, where the light is going to hit an object, and that object is going to be casting a dark shadow. And then I'm going to use my soft brush and kind of pull that to that section over there. That's what that way it looks like, a hole that the gun would fit inside of. Okay, got a little bit of time left, so now I'm going to go to the dodge layer, pick white. I'm going to add a little, oh, that's way too, turn that way down. Go back to the dodge layer. Let's go ahead and just add a little bit like that. And now that's going to be, that one's going to be cool. Now I'm going to pick this brush here, and this is what I was talking about, where you can add white line next to dark lines, especially on corners and stuff, and it adds good variety. You can also do it right here, right along. And actually, no, I was going to say maybe I could just change the color of the line, but I won't. Right, so when I come back, we'll continue on the gadgets, and then also we'll change some of the lines too on this side of the gadgets to match the lighting and everything. So cool. Go ahead and rate and everything. I appreciate it.